am Sanaa Abourezk. I'm the owner and the chef of and the creator of Sanaa HD Gourmet. It's a small restaurant. We are a small staff, but we make everything from scratch. That's the reason I opened the restaurant. When I moved to Sioux Falls 25 years ago, we couldn't find, my husband and I, who we love food very much, but I'm from the Mediterranean and he is vegetarian, so he wants more vegetables in his dishes, or he wants all vegetarian. And for me, Mediterranean, that means everything has to be fresh. So when we moved here, I couldn't find these options. It was either fast food or high-end steak restaurant. We entertain people at my home, and few of them would say, oh, you know, you should open your own restaurant. My husband moved to this building. It's an old building. It used to be a warehouse, and the owner of the building called me up and she said, would you open a restaurant if I gave you a good deal on the rent? And I said yes, and this is my restaurant. It's like I said, it's a warehouse, so it's a nice, it used to be for the railroad. It's a very nice solid building. I love it because an old building, it's high ceiling, reinforced cement. It has a nice charisma to it. I painted the walls yellow. That's the Mediterranean sun. The ceiling are blue, Mediterranean sky, and then we have Italian tiles. So this way, the closest you can get to Mediterranean in Sioux Falls. So everything made here from scratch. We wash our own vegetables. This is our parsley ready for tomorrow's. From our most popular salads called tabbouleh. I am from the Middle East. I was born and grew up in Damascus, Syria. I have a degree in agricultural engineering, and then I came to America to get my graduate school in agricultural engineering, and the idea that I would go back home and teach in college and help my dad, who is a farmer. They have a citrus farm, and they used to sell olive oil. I came to America, came first to Washington, D.C. to improve my English, and then I moved to California, and I got my degree. Well, I didn't get it in agricultural engineering. While I was waiting for my interview for the agricultural department, the dean of the food and nutrition department just happened to be walking by, and we kind of looked alike. So and I found out later she is from Israel, so Mediterranean. And so she asked me where I'm from and why I'm there, and then she asked me if I like nutrition, biochemistry. I said I love biochemistry. So I did an interview with her. I took some extra courses, and then my master's degree ended up in food and nutrition. Anyway, long story, moved to Washington, D.C. I met my husband. I actually I house sat his home while he was on a book tour. Came back, anyway, we got married, and after I got married, he said, oh, by the way, I'm moving back home. Home for him was Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And anyway, long story, I opened the restaurant, and it's been great. So I have a degree in agricultural engineering, I have a degree in food and nutrition, and I went to France and Italy for training, France for baking and Italy for sauces. So I feel like this all complement each other. I know how to plan the food, what the herbs can do with the food, and know what the food can do in your system, and then how to make the food taste good. So everything connected. I'm a big believer in healthy eating. The restaurant, like I said, we cook everything from scratch. Now, because of COVID, we only open for lunch, and we have quite a loyal customers. We do, for just to keep people, and you guys, you can watch us, coming and remembering us, fun dancing on Instagram, post recipes on Instagram. Being a chef, it's a wonderful job. If you like to cook, if you enjoy food, If you have a good taste bud, that's a good job because you can do it on your own. I am an independent person, so I worked as an engineer, I worked as a dietitian. It was easier just because it's 9 to 5 job and somebody else responsible for everything. Being a business owner, you are responsible for everything. So I cook, I chop, I help with the customers outside because we are a small restaurant. When my dishwasher is not here, I help with the cleaning. But it's a nice, satisfying feeling because I own it. It's mine. So you succeed from your sweat. But the most important thing, if you want to open any job, you have to know everything about it. You have to be passionate about it. Like I said, for me, I love to eat. I love good food. And I love to cook. So that's make it a good job for me. I'm independent, so I don't answer to no one. And like I said, that's part of the owning your own business, but also being a chef because you have an interaction with the customer. So some customer will say, oh, I couldn't eat meat for a long time, but the way you make it, you make me eat. Or somebody will say, my kids have an allergy, would you fix this for him? So for me, it's also like the give and take with my customers. It's like almost you having family visiting you all the time. It's very challenging, especially right now as a restaurant. We do mostly curbside, but like any other business, first you really have to know everything about it before you invest your time and your money. Second, you have to be passionate about it. Third, and most important thing is you have to stick with it. So even when COVID hit big time and restaurants closed, I stayed open. We did 100% curbside. We still have tough times. We still have hard time. But I believe in it. I love my work, so we can stick with it. Because on the long run, when you give it your 100% and you love it, I think you will succeed. I hope you do give cooking a chance. If you like food, really good food, if you know to enjoy the flavor, everything, it's a good job for you. And there's out of school that's offer training. I recommend if you decide to do it, go for the accredited school, good school, because it's only 1 year to get a chef license. And if you're really good, by the time you finish, restaurant will be seeking you out because the school will be telling them, we have Sanaa, she's fantastic with sauce. And before you graduate, somebody will call me and say, I need a sous chef, assistant chef. Will you come try with us? And even when you graduate, don't think you're going to go and go demand, because we did get some people who apply to our restaurant like, oh, I'm a graduate from school, I demand to be there, that head chef. Well, the restaurant owner, or especially the chef who's there, they're going to like it. Usually you start from the bottom and then you build yourself up. You show them how good you are, how committed you are, you move up, and you might then end up opening your own restaurant. Good luck, it's a great job, and you get the chance, visit us in downtown Sioux Falls. Thank you.